Hi, all. This is djia streaming live from Long Island, New York, where the weather was fantastic. Dr. J had an interesting day. I started with an hour of Qigong, followed by some breakfast, followed by some stock analysis, followed by one or two trades, followed by my appearance on a vlog called the Midday Wrap, which I do occasionally, and followed by meeting up with some friends, taking a walk, hanging out a little, followed by getting home and helping out a colleague for a couple of hours with some important work. So basically a favor. In any event, I'm here. Got here a little later than normal, sorry. I have a big schedule. As always, do your own research, your own due diligence. My opinions are strictly my own and do not constitute investment advice. I'm going to get immediately to the charts because I have a long list of what I'd like to look at. So without further ado, let's share screen. Keep your fingers crossed because this is always a part of the problem where I sometimes lose you, and I don't want to lose you. So let's hope for the best. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Tell your friends. Give me a thumbs up, write comments. Okay, let's get to it. Dow Jones Industrial Averages. Up, no, down. Up, no, down. Up, no, down. It felt like an up day, even though it was down 83 points, 0.32%. That's pretty flat on the day. Barely moved the needle. You see a little doji here. The candle was actually green, but it was below the trend line. Not a good sign. I mean, if we do get a pullback, maybe it stops right here at about 26,000. If not, maybe at the 50-day at about 25.5. If not, it's conceivable we could correct to 25,000. I don't think any of that's going to happen, but it's possible. It's always possible to get a small correction at any time in these markets. PHAs. Anthony, you were so right. Anthony's been telling me, PHAs, please chart, please chart. I keep forgetting, Anthony. I need constant prodding, constant reminding. But in any event, good for you. I'm glad you're making money. Good for all those who read comments to my blog that saw Anthony's strong support of PHAs Bio. It was up another 17%. But more importantly, after hours, it was up to 16 change based on receiving breakthrough designation for its anti-clotting platelet, whatever it is, drug. So it's moving. It's on the move. Chart looks nice. Nothing to dislike here. Let's see if the $16 will hold going into the open. Oftentimes we get that big pop on news after hours and then smaller pop pre-market. And by the time it opens maybe half the amount of the night before. If it's half the amount, it's still not terrible. 1650 to 1250, half the amount would put it at 1450. Not a bad place to open up in the morning. And and I don't mean to sound negative on it. I'm just explaining that often is the case. CVM, by the way, do I think it's a good play to go into now? I don't know that much about the company other than what I see here on the charts. It has a nice trend line up, which I didn't bother drawing in. I guess I should have. Let's see if we can draw that trend line. Well, you could see that it's a nice trend line. Whoa, come on, I slipped. That's better. So we have a nice trend line up, and it's going really well. I guess on any pullback, maybe halfway down here to about, what would that be? Halfway in this candlestick would be from 1275 to 1060, about 1175, 12 bucks. Might be a good place. You get in at 12 bucks. Looking for 1450, stop at the trend line. So if it comes back down for some reason to 1250 area, probably a very good swing trade. I just wouldn't chase it. Anthony knows more about this than me, and I'm sure he'll give you another comment. But it's not the kind of stock with a big pop after hours that I want to chase. I don't like chasing in general, but biotech is hot. Did Dr. J not tell you that biotech is hot? We're seeing a lot of breakouts like this one now in the biotech area, particularly with stocks with market caps around 100 million or less. A lot of breakouts. Let's look at, speaking of breakouts, let's look at another breakout stock. CVM, which got breakthrough designation for nothing. We're sitting on what? Multi-kind trials for head and neck cancer. Could be any day that we get a readout. More likely several months. My mind, 2 to 3 months. What's going to happen in the meanwhile? I don't know. I was saying $7 all along. We're practically at $7, maybe 10 at this point. Why stop at 7? What it looks like the only thing that could derail this a little bit is you know, some kind of dilution to raise money. Otherwise, I think this thing keeps running for a while. There's high anticipation of positive data. I mean, good data. Good data readout, meeting endpoints. This thing could be $100 almost overnight. So, you know, why not run it up to 10 bucks? The chart was beautiful today. I love this comeback. You know, we went all the way down to a low of 556 to finish strong, 615, a long bottom shadow. I love it. Really nice candle today, even though it's red. Doesn't mean anything. So I expect more of the same tomorrow. I keep telling you, how is CVM? I keep asking you, how is CVM going to do tomorrow? Is it going to go down or is it going to go up? And I keep saying up. All right, it's going up. I say that in every one of my vlogs. It's going up. All right, anyway, it'll go up until it goes down. That's really the situation. PED Corporation, 270. Somebody requested this one. I don't remember who. But I try to honor requests. There's somebody who's been requesting CH something or other. I couldn't find the request. Please send it to me as a comment to this vlog, CH something. It was in the chat, but I couldn't get the chat messages for some reason. I tried. Usually I have no trouble getting them. I saw it, but I didn't write it down. Okay. So I try to honor requests if I remember, if I don't lose them. All right, so this is a beautiful trend line. I mean, a gorgeous trend line. Wow. See, I mean, it's a thing of beauty, this trend line. Going all the way back to, ooh, this trend line goes all the way back to 1227. Wow, what a beautiful trend line. I'm in love with this trend line. I don't care what this stock does. I mean, with a trend line like this, until it goes below that trend line, wow, It's worth it. To me, it's worth buying it on any pullback, or just buying it. It's tremendous. What a chart. I should have charted this a couple of days ago when you requested it. I'm sorry. I would have bought it cheaper. I think I'm going to buy this one. This is the kind of chart that tempts me. Again, I know nothing about the company. Please, if you know about this company, write a comment what it does. Just curious. I might, of course, look it up myself now that I like the chart. THCT. This is another JD recommended stock. JD has been recommending some good ones lately. I know JD, you went into it a little bit too late, but you're still making money. And just like CVM, it had a hell of a beautiful candle today, didn't it? Beautiful candle. It was all the way down to a new low of 1250. Rally. Woo, what a mover this is. Very volatile. This is for the guys and girls that like to roll the dice in the casinos. If you want to roll the dice on this one, look for a small pullback to the 15 change area before you go looking for 1750 with a stop below this candle or below this candle. So your stop is about 1250. Ooh, let's say you go in at 15. Stop 1250, take profit 1750. It's a basically even money shot. You're not getting odds, but you're probably going to win your bet. What does THCT do? It's the biotech. Not sure what it does. All right, BPTH. A lot of people have been asking me, do I have any opinions? I think I gave opinions all along on this one, that it's a very good long-term play, that in the short term it would be vulnerable. The news is out from the conference. And now, you know, what's for an encore? So we had some dilution, which was smart move on the part of management. Raised money, $26 a share, as opposed to 16 where we are now. So hats off to management on that move. Meanwhile, we're right at support. So it may very well be a good place to enter. If not, we also have support right in between up until this line at 1460. So we're right at support. 1660 to 1460 is support. It's probably a decent enough swing trade, especially if you get it around, if it goes to as low as 1480, looks like a nice swing trade. Even if it doesn't, if it starts moving away from this support line, probably a good swing trade. Highly volatile stock. It has been in a narrow range lately, but it should break out of that range one way or the other. Let's just draw a straight line for a moment, just to get an idea of the range. So the range is about 1968 to 1655, or about 3 points. So we've had a tight trading range of about 3 points for a stock that went from 2 to 73. So we have a much tighter range than 71 points and a healthier range. So if it stays in this range from 16 to what I say, 19, what's the high of the day here? Oh, 2175. So 2175 to 1650, let's say. What's the low today? 16, let's say 1650. 1650 to 2075, that's a different story. That's four and a quarter points. That's not that small a range, still a small range. So if you want to take a chance on swinging, going in at 1637, let's say it opens at that, or even lower, 16. Let's say 16. You could take a shot for 20 and a tight stop at 14. 16 to 14 is only $2. 16 to 20 is $4. There's your 2-to-1 shot. Might might not be a bad play. It's at support. What the heck? It's hit the support here, here, just a teeny bit below support at this point. It looks interesting. Looks interesting. I mean, there are so many interesting biotechs that you can swing with at this point. Not sure that's the best, but it does look interesting. IBB was down 0.5% today. What else was interesting? Zyme actually closed down. It had been on a tear. Tandem closed down, but got back a lot of its losses. Anything else I want to throw on the screen real fast? Let's see. Onks, how'd that do? Down a penny. ATNM up a penny, nothing much. Okay, so I don't see anything compelling in this list. Being that it's late, maybe we'll just call it a day. I mean, we were on earlier, we're on again now. So we'll have a short, but hopefully enlightening vlog tonight, and call it an early, well, not an early evening, it's 9:12, but call it a night. And I'll try to be back maybe tomorrow before I leave to Manhattan, New York. Maybe I'll give you a Dr. J at 11 vlog, something like that. This has been Dr. J, streaming live from Long Island, New York. Be sure to subscribe to the blog. Be sure to tell your friends about me. Be sure to like me. I like you. Boop, boop, be do. And write comments. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Hasta mañana. Ciao.